simple modification transforms ordinary garden beds into solar collectors that extend the growing
I mean, it's
season.
alright. I think I'm going to erase them though.
The dark color absorbs sunlight during winter or early spring days, warming the soil inside the bed significantly faster than unpainted wood or natural materials. Heat absorption is most efficient when beds are
I got this new paint now, so I'm going to try that, see how it looks.
maximizing southern exposure during low-angle winter sunlight. Water-based
Yeah.
exterior latex paint
So those ones I didn't like.
environmentally
So I got the new paint,
while still
and I can use the bigger brush for it.
beds constructed of
Because it's mixed just right.
higher thermal mass, such as
So then you
stone
can,
and brick, retain heat longer into evening hours, maintaining warmer overnight soil
yeah, you
temperatures
just
than wooden beds.
take it and, oh,
Gardeners especially value this technique for spring
whoop.
breeding and fall
See, look at
crops, gaining additional
that.
weeks of production
one swipe.
of the growing season.
One dunk and one swipe. Let me dunk it.
Well, because raised beds already drain better
Whoop,
and warm faster
whoop.
than ground level gardens
See,
due to
it's better paint, you can tell.
exposure. Use cold frames to extend growing season.
Boop.
Find new purpose
It's awesome.
in gardens as tops for cold frames.
Oh yeah, the brush works too better.
Create protected growing spaces
You don't have to touch up as much.
for weather. These miniature greenhouses trap solar heat during the day
Oh, it's gonna blast you again.
slowly overnight, creating
What do you gotta do with it?
significantly warmer than outside air. The design follows practical Amish simplicity. 4 wooden sides sloped from back to front with a transparent top that allows sunlight to enter. The slope top maximizes winter sun exposure while allowing rain and snow to slide off easily. Inside these protected spaces, cool weather crops like spinach, kale, and lettuce thrive long after frost has claimed unprotected plants. Cold frames enable Amish gardeners to
Oh.
harvest fresh greens nearly
There.
year-round.
I think that was better.
Growing seasons typically last only 5
Oh
to
yeah.
6 months. Most cold frames feature hinged tops that
Yeah? Yeah. I gotta get them. I gotta clean them now.
a simple yet effective temperature control system requiring no electricity.
That's awesome.
Becomes necessary when interior temperatures get too high, which
They show you how to do a greenhouse
greenhouse effect. Create a
in the winter.
for year-round growth.
The Amish greenhouse.
Threatens to
Oh, that's
end the
cool.
growing
Yeah, I
season.
seen them.
Amish gardeners often turn to an
Greg
ingenious
mentioned that.
solution
That's why I asked him about the
fraction of
plastic.
commercial greenhouses. Hoop houses,
That
simple
looks pretty
structures
slick
made
on.
from
He
bent
says,
pipes
yeah.
covered with clear
You
plastic
think
transform cold
when it gets too hot, it works really good, but it gets too hot. But then I thought,
It gets rotten. It dries up and shit.
houses makes them surprisingly resilient against snow loads and winter winds.
I was listening to
Oh, that's sharp. What?
Creating perfect growing environments for cold hardy vegetables. Greenhouse grade polyethylene with UV filters provides durability for several seasons. Double
All right.
layer covering with a small inflation fan can increase inside
So when you clean them like this, do you leave the backbone in them, the fins, or what? 'Cause I don't know. I think don't you use the fin as like a deboner?
can produce hundreds of pounds
I
of
do
winter
it differently.
vegetables throughout the cold season with proper succession planting. These
Yeah.
structures also protect soil from erosion
Oh,
and
you.
nutrient
Yeah,
leaching,
I fillet them and then I take the scales off. I scrape the scale.
preserving
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm keeping them old school. I'm doing old school.
Quicker.
soil fertile and
Oh, you got all this. You got the scales off already?
build a DIY soil
No, I just put them back on.
passive heating.
No, does it look like it?
Generations of practical innovation.
No,
Amish gardeners
I just was like,
perfected solar greenhouse designs
well, you
that
knew
capture
you were gonna
and
just
store
take the
the
guts
sun's
out.
heat without
Yeah.
any electrical inputs.
I cut the head off.
Orientation and thoughtful construction of these structures demonstrate the
They're not bad though. They're fat. I mean, look at that. They're chunky.
Unlike conventional greenhouses,
Big time
Amish
chunky.
solar versions feature south-facing glass or
I mean, look at that.
panels that
That's a
maximize
fat
winter
fish. They're
sun
eating
exposure
good.
with well-insulated north, east, and west walls that prevent
I'm sold on that ice thing.
inside. Dark-colored water barrels or
Yeah,
stone walls with high thermal mass
God,
absorb
huh?
sunlight during the
Probably really
day
helpful.
and
It's good, yeah.
radiate stored
All
heat
that.
out.
Yeah, that northern, that rock. This fucking was awesome.
This passive design can make growing temperatures significantly warmer.
What? I should probably turn the light on so I can see, huh?
Many Amish solar greenhouses incorporate roof vents that automatically open when temperatures rise too high, using bimetallic springs or wax-filled pistons that expand with heat, pushing the vents open without motors or thermostats. Reflective interior surfaces on the north wall increase available light, improving
All right.
plant growth
Oh, I didn't turn the light on. go.
Digging down to build partially underground growing spaces represents one of
And I
the
keep missing it.
most ingenious cold climate gardening solutions.
Cold climate gardening solutions by the Amish. You seen this?
I heard what he said about the black.
Yeah, but I don't see plastic. Plastic don't last. Cause that's what George made. That's the one he was gonna give me. Oh, you can have mine. That's because you want me to take it out of there. George, I'll take it out of there, man. And that building that's half put up, I don't know what his plan is with that.
What do you mean the black? He wanted to give you what? He's got a black what?
The greenhouse.
Oh,
He had a greenhouse made of plastic. You seen it, didn't you?
no, I see he's got it on the ground over the, stopping the weeds and the.
I gotta get out there and clean that up.
Said something,
Yeah, George,
what
push
Greg
it.
said, but for the positive.
Push.
But
Huh?
it heats the ground up.
What?
It heats the ground up quicker when you're growing in the season and starting earlier.
What?
Greg said he thinks it gets too hot, the soil too hot, but they've said the advantage of, the soil gets warmer sooner, so they can grow sooner. It makes it significantly warmer. That's why
A plastic greenhouse?
no plastic over the dirt and poking holes in.
Oh,
But
I didn't
they
see that
al-
part yet.
Also to the point where they have the raised beds and they paint the outside of the beds black,
Whoa.
and then they can extend or use their growing season quicker because it heats up the oil that much,
While your
or
garden
the
lies
oil,
dormant under
the
snow,
soil that much
Amish
quicker.
families are harvesting fresh vegetables in 20-degree
Okay.
weather without using
Should I try playing one? I'm gonna cut some open first before I do that. Because I want to get done with this. I started this. When I was out there, I was like, I look at that clock. I'm like, it's 4:30.
grandparents knew, but modern gardeners do not. Extend your garden season by entire months using nothing but materials already lying around your home. The traditional methods I'm about to share could transform
I can get that thing going.
and
Pretty
they won't
sure.
cost you a penny to
Yeah,
implement.
I got
Store seeds
all
in a cool, dry
the
place.
cables that are
In
broken and
Amish
shit. I
country,
got
where
cables to
tradition
run
trumps
all of that.
electricity,
I got
proper
freaking.
seed storage ensures agricultural
Yeah.
sustainability. These communities
It's
have
gonna be
mastered
rolling.
techniques for preserving seeds through
I mean,
harsh
I'm gonna have to
winters.
take it
Your
apart.
basement might
and
work well,
frickin-
similar to an
I can't look
Amish
at it
farmhouse
anymore.
cellar. A refrigerator
Huh?
offers consistent temperature control,
I can't
though
look at it
Amish
right.
communities rely
Look, I
on
can't look at
naturally
it
cool
anymore.
spaces. Airtight containers are crucial. Mason jars are popular among Amish gardeners
This?
to prevent moisture
Yeah,
infiltration.
Fine.
Humidity
You gotta see
poses the
what you're doing.
primary threat to
I
seed
look over it, I
viability,
see it,
potentially triggering premature germination or mold growth. For long-term storage, keep relative humidity low. Seeds should
Is my
be
shit
thoroughly
even-
dry
oh,
before
is my-
storage. Remember to label everything clearly with the seed type, variety, and harvest date. Organizing seeds by planting season or vegetable family will streamline your spring planting process. Use
I should
a
get a
root
bigger
cellar
knife.
for efficient cold storage. The Amish maintain fresh produce throughout winter using traditional root cellars. These underground storage spaces have kept vegetables fresh for generations without electricity. A properly designed root cellar maintains
That's not
the
even-
ideal
I can't
balance
see
of cool
that.
temperatures and moderate humidity that many vegetables like. Root cellars typically stay cold enough for food preservation while maintaining high humidity, creating an ideal environment for many vegetables. Different crops have specific requirements. Root vegetables like potatoes prefer higher humidity, while onions and garlic store better in drier conditions. The earth provides natural insulation, keeping temperatures remarkably stable despite outdoor fluctuations. For best results, root cellars should include
Yeah, I
ventilation
can't see
to
now.
regulate humidity and prevent gas buildup, which accelerates spoilage. This traditional
Spoilage.
method exemplifies the Amish
Feel really low in the chair or some
self-sufficiency
shit.
and sustainable living. Store root vegetables in sand for winter preservation. Sand storage is a time-tested Amish technique for preserving root vegetables through winter. This approach involves layering clean, dry sand with harvested vegetables in wooden crates, ceramic crocks, or food-grade buckets. The sand creates a microenvironment that maintains consistent moisture levels, preventing both dehydration and rot. Start with completely dry, clean sand. Harvest vegetables carefully to avoid nicks or bruises, which become entry points for bacteria. Leave a small stem attached to vegetables like carrots and beets to prevent moisture loss. Each vegetable should be completely surrounded by sand without touching others. Root vegetables stored this way
Now I
can
went there
remain
again.
fresh for months, maintaining nutritional value and flavor.
I'm
This
daydreaming.
technique works exceptionally well for carrots, beets, turnips, parsnips, and rutabagas. Potatoes can also be stored this way, though they need slightly more airflow to prevent sprouting.
I mean, all this shit is
Grow
so easy
microgreens
done.
indoors
Like I
for
said,
fresh
for nothing.
winter greens. When
I mean,
outdoor cultivation becomes
any
impossible during
healing,
winter,
any
Amish families maintain access to fresh greens through indoor microgreen production. These young
What was it
seedlings
gonna
provide
go get?
concentrated nutrition and fresh flavors throughout the coldest months. Microgreens require minimal resources: shallow containers with drainage holes, organic potting soil, quality seeds, and a sunny window providing several hours of direct sunlight daily. Seeds are densely sown and lightly covered with soil or left uncovered depending on variety. Most microgreens are ready to harvest within 1 to 2 weeks when they develop their first true leaves. The nutritional content of microgreens is remarkable.
microgreens, so
They
it's the
contain
baby part of it,
significantly
huh?
more nutrients by weight than their mature counterparts. Popular varieties in Amish households include sunflower shoots, radish, pea shoots, and buckwheat. Planting new batches every week ensures a continuous harvest throughout winter, providing essential nutrients when fresh produce is otherwise
What now?
scarce.
I clean up the track
The
in the
only
garden,
product
the
we'll
cooler.
ever promote on our channel is a
Glass
book by
cooler?
Claude
Yeah.
Davis,
Like,
a
you
veteran
fucking
prepper,
put so much
about
milk in the milk on the
26
cooler.
superfoods and preservation methods
Cool, what do you mean?
times
I
like
took
the
a
Great
scrubby and I
Depression
scrubbed the track.
and wartime that
all
are
this rubber
impossible to find elsewhere.
on the doors.
He
You have
decided
like
to promote his book because
valley
we
in
are
the
the
middle and then a
last
gap of
generation
rubber.
able to share
Well,
these
over time,
techniques
you know,
and
rubber
superfoods to our
comes up.
children or
I
grandchildren.
cleaned it and I
It
got
would
my
be
fucking
a shame to
silicone
see this information
WD-40
about highly
and I put that in a
nutritious
paper towel
foods
for
and preservation
I was like,
methods
sweet,
to
that
survive
was nice, you know.
crises disappear. You can
And
also
the
find a
first
book
beer I
about
got, I
herbal
go to get
remedies
it and I
from
was
the
like,
Florida on their
boom!
store.
Shoot that
If you're
motherfucker
watching
right
this
through the
on
wall,
TV,
man.
you can
What?
visit our channel, Frugal
Well, the
Solutions,
door-
on your phone
the-
Yeah, 'cause
or
they're
tablet
like-
and
they-
find the books by clicking
These
the
doors
link in our channel
Well,
description
inside,
or any other
you know, in the
video
middle one
description.
pulls, you know, this way. Well, before I had to get up there, and you literally have to like
Grow
fucking
your
pull like
own herbs
get
indoors.
that fucker open a little bit, you know.
The window
I got it
of
done or
Amish
whatever, but
kitchens
then
often
when
reveal
somebody
small
came and I
pots of thriving herbs,
grab a beer out of
bringing
there.
fresh
I
flavors
just
to
didn't
winter
think. I
meals
was like,
when
I
garden
thought I
beds
fucking
rest
threw
on
shut-
your
Yeah, and how many people are gonna do that?
Well,
year-round
I
seasoning
posted
has
it
been
on the group
refined
chat.
over
I'm like,
generations.
yeah, you might not want to put
While
a
modern gardeners
much
might
force
rely
on
on
that middle
grow
one,
lights and
like you did before.
hydroponic systems,
the heads up.
Amish families simply place their herbs in south-facing windows where natural sunlight provides sufficient light for growth. Herbs
Well,
like
it's just
parsley,
ridiculous.
chives, and thyme
Yeah,
require
and the
minimal
thing
care.
that place is
Just several hours of
nasty.
daily sunlight,
Yeah.
moderate watering,
It
and
needs to be
well-drained
fucking.
soil. Indoor herbs actually prefer slightly cooler temperatures, making them well suited for homes.
And the
without
fucking
central
filling
heating.
station, that place is
Different herbs have
nasty
distinct water
too.
requirements.
That
Rosemary
fucking
and
smells
sage
like
prefer drier
fucking
conditions,
ass
while
and
basil
fucking
and mint need
whatever
more consistent
feet.
moisture.
Oh shit.
Rotating pots regularly
Yeah,
ensures
it
even growth
stinks.
as plants naturally lean towards
Stinks like
resources.
fucking
Harvesting up to
butt,
1/3
feet.
of the
It's like
plant at a time encourages bush
different
growth.
aromas of.
Light organic fertilizer
Yuck.
once monthly provides
All right, I gotta get this
necessary
done.
nutrients for continuous growth in container environments. Grow cold-tolerant mushrooms.
Don't you use those for
Cold
handles though?
winters provide the perfect conditions for
When you
cultivating
do it like
mushrooms,
that?
a practice embraced by Amish
To, like,
communities
rip the
seeking to
shit
maintain
out?
fresh food production year-round. Unlike
Ripping
most
shit
plants
out,
that
I
require
heard
sunlight, mushrooms
That's right
thrive
in
in
there.
the dim
I've had
corners
fish swim
and cool
after I fucking
temperatures
fillet 'em.
naturally available in Amish
After I
cellars
take
and
my
basements.
fillets off and skin
Oyster
them,
mushrooms
throw
have
them back in
become
a bucket and
particularly
fucking
valuable in
soak them
Amish
in their own-
households due
Yeah,
to their
the bullhead do
versatility
that.
and productivity. These fungi can produce harvests in just a few weeks and continue fruiting for months from the same growing
And we used to
medium.
do that.
They
the way
flourish.
they
Oh, see now I'm gonna try to
Naturally
fillet.
found
No, I
in
ain't gonna
unheated
fillet.
basements.
Right, brand
High
new.
humidity
Yeah,
promotes
they're
optimal
just like
growth,
chips. They'll fuck
easily
around with bones.
achieved by misting
Anything
growing
just
areas daily
Yeah,
or
but Mom-
placing containers and
Mom's the one
trays
that
filled
eats
with
like
water
that.
and pebbles. The growing process integrates perfectly with Amish sustainability principles. Spent coffee grounds, straw, wheat bran, and hardwood sawdust can all serve as effective growing substrates. Pasteurization of growing medium eliminates competing organisms while preserving beneficial microbes. Each batch typically yields multiple harvests, providing substantial nutritional return for minimal
We can
input. Keep
use a
bees
big
warm
one.
with insulated
Start
hives.
trying. Well,
Honeybees remain active
I
inside
flayed all those
well-insulated
freaking
hives
perch.
across Amish farmlands, even when snow blankets
That
the
was
ground
what,
outside.
I think 20 of them
Traditional Amish
things.
beekeeping methods ensure strong
What?
pollination during the spring, and pollination duties and honey production. Wrapping hives
I got
in
the
tar paper
glove
or
on the wrong
specially
hand.
designed insulation creates a critical buffer against bitter winds
This is
while
wrong.
allowing the sun
This
to
is
warm
supposed to
the
be on
hive
this
on
hand.
clear days.
But this is a cotton glove
This
too.
passive solar heating can significantly raise
I think.
internal hive temperatures on sunny
Yeah.
winter days. Proper ventilation remains essential during winter months. Moisture buildup can be more dangerous to bees than cold temperatures.
It's like
Upper entrance holes
20.
provide crucial ventilation without creating drafts. Most beekeepers don't realize that honeybees don't actually hibernate. They cluster together.
Do they have that on there yet about
To
the?
generate heat around their queen. A winter bee cluster maintains impressive warmth at its center. Colonies require substantial honey stores to survive, converting those carbohydrates into metabolic heat. Properly prepared hives positioned with southern exposure and windbreaks to the north can maintain high survival rates even in regions with prolonged
How do you
sub-freezing
plan to go to
temperatures.
bed?
Start seeds in egg cartons.
More ramen.
Empty egg cartons find new
That's it.
purpose in
Set up in
Amish
the
households
room.
as the first homes for garden seedlings. This resourceful technique transforms
The sage
potential
smoke, I like
waste
the smell,
into
but,
the beginning
if
of summer's
somebody ate
harvest.
that, it would fuck up
The
my-
Amish commitment to waste reduction living
a bowl.
makes these
That's
humble
what I smell.
containers a staple in their spring
When I ate
preparations.
it,
Cardboard egg cartons work
Oof,
particularly
fucking
well because they absorb excess moisture, reducing the chances of damping off disease that often affects young seedlings. When planting time arrives, you can cut apart the sections and plant the entire biodegradable cup directly
This
into the
knife is
garden soil
junk.
where it decomposes, adding carbon to the soil structure. Covering cartons with clear plastic
I feel so
creates a
bad for that
greenhouse effect
northern.
that raises soil temperature and
Some
accelerates
cut bait.
germination.
That knife
Seeds
sucks.
germinated indoors should be started several weeks before the last expected frost date, depending on the specific crop requirements. Hardening off seedlings by gradually exposing them to outdoor conditions before transplanting significantly increases survival rates.
Do they have
This
this?
method allows
the,
Amish gardeners to
gee, I
extend
knew
their
I was gonna
growing
do that.
season,
Do they have
especially
the-
valuable in northern regions
the-
with shorter frost-free periods.
The freaking greenhouse?
Ever wondered how Amish gardens produce
these
such
guys?
vibrant
Yeah.
vegetables year
What do you mean
after
that
year?
they show it yet?
Their
Yeah.
secret lies beneath the
No,
snow
they're showing
in
bees now.
compost piles that remain
Before then,
active even
they just
during
showed the
freezing
plastic on
months.
top of
Unlike
the rows,
modern
and then
gardeners who often
then they showed
abandon
the plastic
composting
around-
when temperatures drop,
built up
the
beds
Amish
that they
maintain
painted
their
black around
composting
there.
systems throughout
They
winter.
didn't show up green.
The key is achieving proper balance, layering carbon-rich brown materials like fallen leaves,
Unless
straw,
I missed
and
it
wood
while
chips
you
with
were talking, I don't know.
nitrogen-rich green materials. From kitchen scraps
I'm
to
hacking these
outdoor.
son of bitches
This
out.
balanced
I'm being
mixture
to try and
creates
get all
internal
every
heat
piece of
through
meat out of it.
microbial activity, continuing decomposition even when surrounded by snow. A well-maintained winter compost pile
Yeah, this is the
remains
Amish
high
way.
temperatures at its core, sufficient to break down organic matter and kill many weed seeds and pathogens. Amish gardeners typically cover their piles with thick layers of straw or hay, creating insulation that preserves internal heat and keeps beneficial microbes active. Regular turning introduces oxygen that accelerates decomposition and prevents anaerobic conditions that produce odors. By spring, when other gardeners are starting fresh compost piles, Amish families have nutrient-rich humus ready for their garden beds. Build a cold weather composting system. The typical Amish farm wastes nothing. Kitchen scraps, animal manure, and yard trimmings all transform into gardening resources through specialized cold weather composting systems. These practical structures maintain decomposition even when thermometers dip below freezing. A proper Amish winter composting bin features insulated sides. Often hay bales or straw-stuffed burlap create walls that trap heat while allowing necessary airflow. Three-sided bins facing south maximize passive solar heating during daylight hours. The bin size matters tremendously for winter composting.
That is all
success.
meat. That's not even
Smaller
belly.
piles freeze
That is
quickly,
all meat.
while larger ones maintain internal temperatures needed for decomposition. Compost piles measuring at least a few feet in each dimension can generate enough metabolic heat to continue breaking down material in freezing temperatures.
That's crazy.
Amish gardeners
Pretty
layer
cool.
materials carefully. Carbon-rich brown materials to nitrogen-rich green materials, with thin layers of topsoil added between to introduce native microorganisms. Moisture management becomes particularly important in winter. Too dry in decomposition stalls, too wet, and the pile becomes waterlogged and oxygen deprived. Store leaves for mulching. Throughout winter, while most people rush to rid their yards of autumn leaves, Amish gardeners carefully collect and store this valuable garden resource for use throughout the winter months. These dried leaves become an essential gardening material in the hands of experienced
I'm being way
Amish
too
farmers.
tweaky. I mean,
The practice of gathering
thorough
garden
on
leaves
this.
in burlap
See, I don't
sacks,
remember if I
wire
cut
bins, or
the
dedicated
fins
leaf
off last
cribs
time. I think I
provides
did.
a readily available supply of mulching material.
But I think
that
my mom uses them
insulates
as a
vulnerable
handle.
plants during cold periods. A thick layer of leaf mulch can maintain soil temperatures several degrees warmer than exposed ground, protecting plant roots from frost damage.
See, now I'm out of the
break
fucking
down slowly,
flame.
releasing carbon, phosphorus, potassium, and trace minerals while feeding earthworms and beneficial soil microbes even during winter's chill. Different tree leaves contain varying amounts of nutrients, making them valuable slow-release fertilizers.
Yeah.
Shredded leaves decompose much faster than whole leaves, releasing nutrients more quickly. The natural compounds in leaf tissues suppress weed germination, giving Amish garden beds a significant advantage against invasive plants.
Yeah, I call it old school.
Decomposed leaves get incorporated into the soil, improving water retention.
You're moving
Use
the work
snow
up
as a natural
during the
insulator.
flame instead of
Contrary to what many might think, the Amish
I don't know what the hell I'm doing here.
This natural white blanket serves as effective insulation
What?
against the most damaging
No, if
weed
it's
threat.
cooked right, that's all you have to do is you just pick it and it falls right the hell off. I mean, you eat it like
Snow creates an
like a
insulating layer
meal.
that maintains a relatively steady temperature for plant roots and
But I
dormant
think,
perennials.
like I said, I think
A
my
substantial snow covering can keep soil temperatures
see that
stable,
green shit right
even when
there?
air temperatures
That's
plummet
fucking
far
algae, I
below
think.
zero. This temperature stability prevents frost heaving that can push perennials
Yeah,
out of
right
the ground
there.
and tear delicate root systems. Amish gardeners
See
gently
that
pile
green?
additional snow around
That's
sensitive
fucking.
plants
Oh,
and
excuse
young
me.
fruit
That's
trees
seaweed, I
rather
think.
than clearing it away.
See that?
Sometimes adding extra snow cover around particularly valuable specimens. The air
See that
pockets
green?
trapped within snow provide
Yeah.
excellent
Look at
insulation.
his fins out.
Fresh snow contains mostly air by volume, creating insulating properties similar to
Look at that
fiberglass
shit.
batting used in home construction. This natural insulation
yeah.
also prevents moisture loss from
Yeah,
soil
that's-
and plants
that's
during
because when I
winter's
was
drying
doing
days,
that thing
reducing
is,
winter desiccation and
yeah,
ensuring
that I think
gardens
that
emerge from
is
winter
that's
with
freaking
adequate
seaweed
soil moisture levels for spring growth.
or green.
Harvest snow melt for winter irrigation. While
It
most
is.
people see winter precipitation as a nuisance, Amish gardeners view it as a valuable resource waiting to be captured. Melting snow provides some of the purest water available for growing plants, completely free
That's
of the
cool. Look
chlorine
at that.
and other chemicals found in municipal water supplies. The technique is remarkably simple. Strategically
That's
placed
crazy.
barrels or containers catch dripping snow melt from roofs or
Those sound
areas where
sharp.
snow
Ow! You hear me
naturally
go, ow!
accumulates.
Ow!
This water contains
See, my mom
nitrogen
uses them for
absorbed
handles, I
from the
think.
atmosphere during
You know,
snowfall,
you pick it up like
creating
that,
mild,
and then
natural
all the meat just
fertilizer.
falls
A
off.
typical residential roof
Yeah,
requires
fuck.
substantial amounts of water from
But like I said, that's seaweed
Snowmelt water typically has a
or
slightly acidic
algae
pH
or some
ideal for
shit.
most indoor plants. Amish gardeners use this collected snowmelt primarily for indoor plants and early seedlings, as the lack of chlorine and other treatment chemicals makes it particularly suitable for sensitive young plants. Collection systems work best when temperatures fluctuate around freezing, creating a slow, steady melt that allows for efficient capture. Simple filtration through cloth or fine mesh screens removes debris before storage in food-grade containers. This method also helps prevent water from pooling around foundations and creating
That's
ice hazards.
small.
Wrap fruit trees to prevent winter damage. The carefully wrapped trunks of young fruit trees stand out against winter's white landscape
Oh, hell.
on Amish
God
farms.
damn it.
These protective coverings aren't just decorative. They're essential shields
Let me
against
finish
potentially
this.
fatal winter hazards that threaten years of careful cultivation. Burlap or specialized tree wrap protects against
Yeah, that is
sunstorm,
all
a
meat
common
on these
problem
fish.
where winter sun warms the bark during the day, only to have temperatures plummet after sunset.
That water is so
This
clear
rapid
too, that
freezing
coming down
and
the
thawing
river.
cycle can split bark
Way
and create
clear.
permanent vascular damage in the tree's cambium layer. Studies show properly wrapped trees have significantly better survival rates.
But I think
in
closer
colder
to the
growing zones, where
closer
winter
to the
temperature
building or the
swings
bigger
are
ones.
most severe. Amish
Because
orchardists
that's why I
wrap
want to
trunks
go
from
to.
the ground up to
The
the
farthest
first
ones
major
I
branches,
got were the ones
typically
that were the
covering the
biggest.
bottom portion of the trunk. The wrapping material creates a buffer against
But yeah,
temperature
right away,
and serves as
bam,
a
every
physical
cast she
barrier
had one.
against rodents seeking to chew bark during food-scarce winter months.
Just like
Proper
ice
wrapping
fishing.
technique involves overlapping the material with each turn, working from the bottom upward and securing with natural twine rather than wire or plastic that could damage the growing trunk. Cover soil with black plastic for
Make
warmth.
sure you get all the
Sheets of black plastic appear across Amish garden beds as
It's
winter
not
begins
shrimp.
to loosen its grip. This practical technique harnesses
Oh, I was
the
gonna
sun's
do that.
energy to give cold climate gardens a crucial head start on the
What?
growing season. The physics behind this method is straightforward. Dark colors absorb sunlight and convert it to heat through thermal mass principles. By
Yeah,
covering
I
garden
gotta
soil
share
with
this one.
black plastic, Amish gardeners can increase soil temperatures significantly higher than uncovered soil. This temperature boost allows planting several weeks earlier than otherwise possible in northern climates. While clear plastic creates even higher
Oh,
temperatures,
shit.
it allows weed growth, whereas black plastic both warms soil and prevents weed seeds from germinating by blocking light. Soil moisture should be optimized before applying plastic for the best heat transfer. Amish market gardeners frequently use this method for early season high value crops like peas, lettuce, and spinach. After several weeks of warming, small X-shaped cuts create perfect planting pockets while maintaining the warming and weed suppressing benefits throughout the growing season. Paint raised
Yeah,
beds, black
God damn it.
absorb heat.
Ah, I felt that one.
Painted sides are a common sight in Amish communities across.
I don't know how to do them.
This simple
kinda
modification
feel sharp.
transforms ordinary garden
Whatever.
beds into solar
Then I try to
collectors
play one.
that extend the growing season at both ends. The dark color absorbs sunlight during winter and early spring days, warming.
How do you want some fish guts?
Significantly faster than
You want some?
unheated wood or
You don't want
natural
that.
materials. Heat
What's
absorption
in your
is most
belly?
efficient when beds are oriented on an east-west axis, maximizing southern exposure during low-angle winter sunlight.
It's a
Water-based
little,
exterior
it's a
latex
bug.
paint provides the most environmentally friendly option, while still delivering excellent warming benefits. Beds constructed of materials with higher thermal mass, such as stone or brick, retain heat longer into evening hours,
What is that?
maintaining warmer overnight soil temperatures than wooden beds.
You want some
Amish
fish liver,
gardeners
buddy?
especially value this technique for spring greens and fall crops, gaining additional weeks of
What is
production
that? Oh, they're
at
little
each end
eggs.
of the growing season.
We're gonna
This
start
works
our own
particularly well
bluegill
because
factory.
raised beds already drain better and warm faster than ground level gardens.
There's
due
a
to
stomach.
increased surface area exposure.
What was that? Oh,
Use
there's
cold
two
frames to
stomachs.
extend
Huh.
growing season. Old windows find new purpose in Amish
See?
gardens.
Little liver and
As cold
crackers,
frames,
little fish liver and
simple structures
cracker.
that
Yum, look
protect
at
growing spaces
two
from plants
crackers,
during
two
chilly
livers
weather.
right there.
These miniature greenhouses trap solar heat during the day and release it slowly overnight, creating microenvironments significantly warmer than outside air. The design follows practical Amish simplicity. 4 wooden sides sloped from back to front.
I think
with
there's a
transparent
little,
top that allows sunlight.
there's a
to enter.
little,
The slope top
little worms.
maximizes winter sun exposure while allowing rain and snow
Huh.
to slide off easily.
What you
Inside
got?
these
Probably the same
protected
thing, huh?
spaces, cool weather crops like spinach, kale, and lettuce thrive long after frost has claimed
He
unprotected
has something harder
sites.
than his.
Cold frames enable Amish gardeners to harvest fresh greens nearly year-round
Yep.
in climates.
Look at that.
Growing
Harvest
seasons
Huh?
typically
greens.
last only 5
Year
to 6 months.
around.
Yeah, because
Most
they're
cold frames feature
motherfuckers ain't
hinged
gonna
tops
afraid.
that can be propped open on warm days.
You gotta
to
keep their
prevent
greens cool
overheating.
somehow.
A simple yet effective temperature
fresh
control
in the
system requiring no electricity. Ventilation becomes necessary when interior temperatures get too high, which can occur even on cold winter days due to the greenhouse effect.
See, my
Create
thing
heat
is, I think I
pumps
do
for
it too
year-round
much.
growing. When winter threatens to
I should
end the
only
growing
need to do it
season,
once.
Amish gardeners often turn to an
Good
ingenious
enough.
solution that costs a fraction of commercial greenhouses. Hoop houses, simple structures made from bent pipes covered
Ah.
with clear plastic,
Ah.
transform cold, barren garden spaces into productive growing environments even during the harshest months.
Honey, you want
The
some
curved
guts?
design of hoop houses
Want
makes
some
them
fish heads,
surprisingly
fish heads?
resilient against snow loads and winter winds. Inside these protective bubbles, temperatures frequently rise well above outside conditions on sunny days, creating perfect growing environments for cold-hardy vegetables. Greenhouse-grade polyethylene film with UV inhibitors provides durability for several seasons.
I'll play the big
coverings
ones.
with a small inflation fan can
Bigger
increase
ones.
inside temperatures through improved insulation. Amish
Come on,
communities
fillet one. There's a
embrace
big one
this
right there.
technology
Fillet one.
because
I want-
it requires
See your
minimal
filleting
investment,
skills.
yet dramatically extends food
No,
life.
because that tastes too long.
A
Well,
modern
no.
hoop house
I don't know.
can produce hundreds of pounds
I'm
of
too
fruit and
picky about
vegetables
it.
throughout the cold season.
But I haven't done a bluegill in a long time.
These structures
Since
also protect
2
soil
winters
from
ago.
erosion and nutrient leaching caused by
Leaching.
heavy winter precipitation, preserving valuable nutrients compared to exposed garden beds keeping garden soil fertile and productive when spring returns. Build a DIY solar greenhouse for passive heat.
Oh,
Through generations of practical innovation, Amish gardeners have perfected solar greenhouse designs.
see, that sounds like
Capture
it's
and store
sharp.
the sun's heat
but it's
without any
not.
electrical inputs. The careful orientation and thoughtful construction of these structures demonstrate the Amish commitment to working with nature.
Whatever. Let's
Unlike
get
conventional
done.
greenhouses, Amish solar versions feature south-facing glass or polycarbonate panels that
See?
maximize winter sun exposure with well-insulated
I
north,
go
east,
for too
and
much
west
meat.
walls that prevent
I go for
heat.
everything.
Inside, dark-colored water barrels or stone walls with high thermal mass absorb sunlight during the day and radiate stored heat throughout the night, maintaining temperatures well above freezing even during bitter cold spells. This passive design can maintain growing temperatures significantly warmer than
Pat
outside
likes St.
conditions
Bloody. I can
without
like leave the
any fuel
lungs in
consumption.
there.
Many Amish solar
Cook
greenhouses
'em with the lungs and
incorporate
eyes
roof
like you
vents
do
that
trout.
automatically open when temperatures
take the
rise
guts
too
out.
high, using bimetallic springs or wax-filled pistons that expand with heat, pushing the vents open.
Oh, I was
to
gonna
open the
flay
front
him.
vents. Reflective material
Oops.
surfaces on the north wall increase
That's
available
funny.
light, improving winter plant growth during short days. Build a sunken greenhouse for maximum insulation. Digging down to build partially underground growing spaces represents one of the Amish community's most ingenious cold climate gardening
that's
solutions.
right there.
These sunken greenhouses utilize Earth's constant temperature to create remarkably stable growing environments
Yeah.
with minimal additional
That one
materials.
looks fucking awesome.
By
Did you see that?
excavating several feet into the ground, Amish gardeners tap into the natural insulation provided by soil, which maintains a fairly consistent temperature just a few feet below the surface in most temperate regions. This geothermal advantage significantly reduces temperature fluctuations, with sunken greenhouses experiencing much less temperature variance between day and night compared to above-ground structures. Above-ground walls need only rise a couple of feet before meeting the roof, dramatically reducing exposure to freezing winds and temperature extremes. During
Yeah, they don't have
these
very.
earth-sheltered
That's one.
spaces
That's a
rarely
big
drop
chunk
below
of meat.
freezing,
Look at
even
that.
without supplemental heat sources. Proper drainage is
Yeah.
essential for sunken structures, with French drains or
Okay.
gravel layers recommended around the perimeter to prevent waterlogging.
Okay, now I'm gonna try to
Year-round
fillet
growing
one.
becomes
If I get my
possible
freaking
even
knife
in
sharpened.
regions with harsh winters, allowing
Don't
fresh
stick myself in the
vegetables and
foot.
snow blankets outdoor gardens. Use clay pots for passive heat retention.
Yeah, see, I missed it
Terracotta
again.
pots
I didn't
aren't
pay
just
attention all the way
decorative
to it,
elements
but
in Amish greenhouses. They're
why were they
functional
talking about
components
underground
of an
greenhouses
effective
when,
passive
or
heating
whatever,
system that requires
and they're
no
showing
electricity.
everything above?
These simple clay containers store solar energy during
They're
daylight
showing you different
hours
ways. They're
and
going
release
through
it
it quick.
slowly
They're not showing
after
how to build it.
sunset,
They're just showing you
creating
different
more stable
things they use.
temperatures
It's pretty
for
sweet.
tender plants.
I've seen those
The
on.
science behind this
That-
technique
I didn't
is straightforward.
see that Amish
Clay's
version, but I've
porous
seen them.
structure and mineral
Them
composition
half-buried ones where
absorb heat
yeah.
efficiently and release it gradually
Right.
through the
Yeah,
night.
Frickin' no.
grow
Amish
later,
gardeners
even
place
in winter,
water-filled pots
possibly
in
for certain
strategic
things.
locations where they receive several hours of direct sunlight. A small amount of water in clay pots can release enough stored heat to raise the temperature in a small greenhouse by several degrees throughout the night. This modest increase often makes the critical difference between plant survival and frost damage when temperatures drop suddenly. Unglazed pots perform better than
I want to see
glazed
Munt
versions
play with
for
his
heat retention purposes
electric
due
knife.
to their greater porosity. Clustering
Boy.
several pots around particularly sensitive
A
plants
boogie I haven't
creates
played in a
protected
while.
microclimates that shield against sudden temperature drops. A
I
common challenge
see
in
my
spring
fucking
and
knife.
fall when weather fluctuates dramatically between day and night. Use water jugs as heat retainers.
That's horrible.
Recycled milk jugs and soda bottles filled with water line the perimeters of many Amish greenhouses and cold frames. This simple technique harnesses water's remarkable heat capacity. It holds on to warmth far longer than air, soil, or most building materials. Water requires significant energy to change temperature, absorbing heat during sunny periods
See,
and releasing it.
there's so much more meat when you do it the
Its
old
heat
old
capacity
school.
is considerably higher than that
We're supposed to
of
help
air
them
or
with it.
soil.
You have a cut there, right?
Amish gardeners typically paint water containers flat black to maximize heat absorption,
I didn't watch it.
significantly increasing solar gain
Yeah.
compared to unpainted containers.
Yeah, there's a worm right
Containers should
there.
be positioned along north
What
walls
that is.
where they won't
Yeah,
block
that's
precious
all.
winter
I know.
sunlight from reaching plants while still receiving adequate sun exposure. During particularly cold nights, some Amish families fill jugs with hot water heated from their wood stoves,
Nope.
placing them among frost-sensitive seedlings for added protection.
See, I missed
Each
that whole
gallon
big
of hot
chunk right
water
there. Look at
can
that.
release considerable
Damn
heat
it.
as it cools overnight.
You
Container size
said that blue one was
balances
good?
surface area with volume for the most
Well,
effective heat
on
release rate
something I
for
wasn't playing
overnight
those
temperature
upstairs,
regulation.
Sharp.
Use hot manure to warm the greenhouse floor. The floor beneath growing
This ain't real.
tables
I
in
don't know.
Amish
This ain't really a
greenhouses
flame knife.
often
I
conceals one
don't
of their
know.
most effective heating
I don't know if
systems.
flame knife needs
Fresh
straight
animal
edge like
manure
that.
generating natural warmth
Guess
through
it depends what
microbial
you're
decomposition.
Yeah.
This centuries-old technique powers
Playing.
growth long before spring.
See, this sounds like a.
arrives.
It's.
Fresh horse manure produces remarkable heat through aerobic
I don't know.
decomposition.
Let's try again.
Interior temperatures of properly constructed manure beds can get quite hot during
Oh.
peak microbial activity. Amish farmers typically dig trenches beneath greenhouse beds.
Yeah, I'm sold.
filling
I'm
them with a
sold on the
mixture of
whole
fresh manure and straw before covering with several
whole
inches of soil.
ice
The
thing.
decomposing materials release steady warmth
Oh,
for
shit.
several weeks, heating both soil and air around plants. This biologically generated heat also produces carbon dioxide, a gas plants need for photosynthesis, typically elevating CO2 levels well above ambient outdoor levels. The rising CO2 gives greenhouse crops an extra growth boost during winter months when levels would otherwise be low. For continued heat production, new layers of fresh manure can be added as the decomposition process slows. Different manure types provide varying heat output, with horse manure generating higher temperatures than cattle manure due to its higher.
See,
carbon
I'm doing it so
nitrogen
wrong.
ratio.
Instead of going through, I'm going.
Tender
Look
plant
at- there's
roots
the
find
skin coming
comfort
off,
even
too.
during frosty nights, thanks to an ingenious Amish technique developed through generations.
Can peel the
of
skin
cold
off. Look at that.
Strategic placement of warming elements beneath soil creates protected zones where plants thrive despite freezing air temperatures above. Warming the root zone works because plants can tolerate much colder air temperatures. When their
Yeah,
roots
see,
remain
that's you don't
at
like it's
optimal
fat when you do it
temperatures.
this way.
Amish gardeners create these warm zones using several methods. Stones heated by day in the sun, then buried several inches below plants, decomposing compost.
'Cause if you
beneath
cook it right,
growing
you should take it by the
areas,
tail
or
and go
water-filled containers with thermal mass
and it'll fall
underground.
off. Or just
Warming
pick it up by the
root
tail
zone
and
requires significantly less energy than heating
Flip fish.
entire growing spaces.
How do you
making
do
it
it? Just like
particularly
this?
sustainable
Well, I'm not.
for
I'm doing
off-grid
it backwards.
applications. The
I was doing
technique
that when I
works
was
particularly
doing those
well for
perch.
cool season crops
Found
like
myself doing them
spinach,
upside
carrots,
down and
kale,
backwards
allowing
and like,
harvest weeks before outdoor grown
just-
counterparts
and
are
they're
ready.
like, oh,
For commercial adaptations
I'm like
of this traditional
6
technique,
into it, 7 into
specially
it.
designed soil
We're gonna
treatment
teach you how to
systems can achieve
butterfly.
similar results
Butterfly.
with conventional
And here
energy
I was
sources.
automatically doing it already because I was
Use
just
a manure pile
I kept cutting in one
generation.
line, you know, like a one line.
Steaming manure piles
all the way
on
around.
farm staged throughout
And they're like, we're gonna
winter,
teach you how to
serving
do
as
that.
natural
I'm like,
furnaces
huh,
for extending
I'm
the
already
growing
doing
season.
that, huh?
This isn't just waste management.
See right there,
it's
that's a.
sophisticated bioenergy system refined
I think that's
through
a
generations
live.
of observation and practice. Fresh horse and cow manure mixed with straw creates the perfect recipe for microbial activity. As billions of thermophilic bacteria break down this organic material, they generate impressive heat at the pile's core.
Is that thing
Amish
alive? I think
gardeners
it's
harness this
alive.
clean thermal energy by positioning manure piles strategically. Some run
Yeah, I've had,
plastic
like I
pipes
said, I've
through
flayed
them
them,
to
thrown them in a
heat
bucket,
water
and they're
for
fucking
irrigation.
swimming around. Oh, the
Others
worm?
build growing
Yeah.
beds directly against the decomposing mass, maintaining soil temperatures
Ah!
and ambient air.
That's enough to
A
creep you
medium-sized
out.
manure pile can generate useful
That's why
temperatures
Kyle's like,
during winter's coldest
I'm
hours.
not eating. He threw
Burning
away
the
a
pile
fish one time,
periodically introduces fresh
and then
oxygen,
it's like,
reinvigorating
then he
microbial
figured it out.
activity
Well, they
and
can be,
extending the heating period. Beyond heat,
they can
these
be, you know, they
decomposing
get
piles
cooked
release
out.
carbon
Otherwise, you'd be
dioxide
throwing
in the
every fish
immediate
away.
vicinity.
I mean, if they're
Which
too
feeds
bad, I
nearby
don't like
plants
doing
through
that shit.
decreased
Like you catch them and they're like
photosynthesis
black
The finished
spotted,
product
like
ultimately creates rich
totally,
compost
totally
with
different
future
color.
gardens. Use wooden
Yeah, I've
planks
caught some always
as
like that. I'm like,
walkways
yeah.
to prevent mud.
Those aren't the
I
greatest.
caught
meat
one-
to eat right now.
I caught a northern at that trout stream down there. He was a ghetto ass, pimp ass, ghetto. No, he wasn't pimp. He was totally like junky fish that came out of some sort of nasty ass swamp, or I don't know. He was horrible. Wada! The biggest thing is the freaking knives need to be sharp.
Oh, you scale them already.
I'm fast.
My brother always got that fucking tumbler. He tumbles them. He tumbles them.
See, now I'm stuck on that fucking the fin again. Whoops. So now I can just click this. Oh, this knife sucks. And when I did it last time, I didn't do it until I was done.
Yeah, I'll use that honer. You fucking. I told him like a motherfucker. How many times I tried it? I'm like, fuck it. Johnny Sauce is a fucking master at that. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm doing the same goddamn thing. How come mine's like a butter knife and yours like a razor?
Well, I watched that one when Mutt was here. You have to keep it at a 20 or a penny. Penny or 2 penny. Yeah.
And water infiltration.
And
handle one.
Use oak or cedar boards, both naturally resistant to rot when
what do you mean you're
exposed to
handling?
conditions, with cedar containing
I got
natural oils that provide many
handle
years of
something.
service life.
It's got a handle
without
on it, and then it's got
treatments.
a
These
portion
pathways
of
also keep gardeners boots
sharp,
clean,
and you just fucking pour
reducing
it
the
through.
tracking of
the little-
soil-borne pathogens
they're
between
fucking-
different garden sections. The
Like some
gaps
type of
between
stone
boards
with that
allow
angle.
rainwater to drain directly into the
Pull
soil
through
rather
three
than
times and
creating
fucking
puddles that can harbor
the horny
mosquito
part,
larvae.
or the
In addition to
finer-
preventing soil
God,
contamination,
Rick,
these
flare
raised
fish.
beds
Or
provide
2 or
earlier
3.
access to garden beds in
No, you don't
spring,
have to,
allowing
because I'll just cut up the
plantings to begin
heads.
days
Like I was
earlier
doing.
than gardens without defined pathways. Use frost blankets for extra protection. When weather forecasts predict unexpected spring or fall frost,
Damn it.
Amish gardeners reach for lightweight
Yeah.
fabric covers that make the difference between crop survival
Because I
and
asked her if she
devastation.
wanted. I said,
These
you ever
simple
do it old
protective
school?
layers harness
That's how I did
trapped
it
air
last
as an
ones.
insulating barrier
Because I wanted, it was 6 o'clock in the morning when I was doing it. Well, actually, it was like 3 o'clock or something.
Often use lightweight cotton sheets as alternatives.
When I was doing it.
Either way, the physics
And when I
remains
started
the same.
these, it
A
was
thin
4:30
layer
in the
of fabric
morning.
creates a
Yeah.
still air pocket that prevents temperatures around plants from dropping below freezing.
Watch this. What-a!
Protection to save tender crops during brief
No,
cold
I'm just,
snaps.
I'm not gonna.
For maximum
I was gonna
effectiveness, cover should
try to
extend
fillet
beyond
one
the
on
plant
my one
canopy
video
on
with
all
this.
sides and be sealed against the ground using soil, rocks, or boards to prevent
Yeah.
warm air from
Did I get the
escaping.
other side? Oh, I got
Unlike
another
plastic
fillet, don't I?
covers, fabric allows light transmission and promotes air
I mean, look at
exchange
that
and
piece of,
moisture
look at that
movement
piece of
while
meat
still
compared to that
providing
piece of
thermal
meat.
protection.
I mean,
Preventing
come
heat
on
problems
now.
that can lead to fungal
Come
disease.
on now.
Covers can be applied in late afternoon before
It
temperatures
was a
drop
mistake for him.
and should be removed by mid-morning
What?
after temperatures
No,
rise.
you can't get near that.
Use row covers
Here.
to protect plants.
There's a big one right there. There's a big one.
Fabric above
Well,
Amish
actually,
garden
they're
rows
shrinking now. There's a big
signals
one.
the use of one of their most
Flay 'em.
useful
I
growing
wanna see it.
tools. These lightweight barriers
Because if I had a
protect
sharp
against
knife, I need a good
microclimates
knife.
while defending against
That is the
multiple
problem.
threats to cover crops. Row covers
Where's
serve
your-
multiple functions in the Amish garden
That one.
arsenal.
Yep.
This one?
Beyond
Yep.
frost protection, they block damaging winds that can desiccate young plants
Well, it's not
and create
sharp.
a mild greenhouse effect that speeds growth.
Da
Plants under row
da.
covers typically mature days earlier than unprotected ones due to temperature increases during daylight hours. Light transmission
My
from
paintbrush?
standard row
Fancy
covers
brush.
provide
Yeah,
sufficient
it's
sunlight
awesome.
for photosynthesis
Holds
while diffusing direct
all those
rays
colors.
that can scorch tender seedlings.
See, there's another one. Ah, yeah.
Simple covers prevent insect damage without chemicals, particularly important for
This is
organic
bad.
growing methods.
Bad
Most
knife.
Amish gardeners use hoops made from bent willow
This.
branches
Voila!
or repurposed electrical conduit to support covers above plants, creating tent-like structures that permit normal growth while providing
Get under that fin.
for warm
What?
season crops that require
Yeah, the knife
pollination,
sucks.
covers must
Right
be
like that,
temporarily
bam.
removed during flowering to allow
Ah.
typically for
Then
a
you
few
get
hours
fucking
during
grinded by
peak
this light.
pollinator activity. The microclimate under row covers maintains higher humidity levels than open gardens, reducing irrigation needs. Plants in raised beds for better drainage. Neat elevated growing spaces stand out in Amish gardens, especially in areas prone to soggy conditions. These raised beds solve multiple challenges that cold climate gardeners face, acting as both practical growing spaces and season extenders. Soil in raised beds drains rapidly, improving oxygen availability to plant roots and allowing for planting weeks earlier than conventional gardens. These elevated spaces warm up much faster than flat ground. Optimal
Guys
bed
gonna
height
call
is
Mutt
about
that
a foot
day.
and a half, while width typically measures a few feet across.
Hmm?
The sides provide natural protection against cold winds,
Block the brain.
creating shelter that reduce water loss. Many Amish gardeners use specific
There you go.
soil
Bam,
blends
dude.
combining
Back.
compost,
Walk.
topsoil,
Oh,
and
fuck.
coarse
That's
sand.
way bad, Rick.
Well, because I fucking this goddamn light,
For
dude.
cold weather performance, beds
What light?
oriented
This
east
fucking
to
light
west
that's blinding me.
maximize
Well, why didn't you say something? No, it was blinding you when you were sitting there, not when you were standing here. So don't fucking go there.
and harvesting, proving that even Amish gardeners appreciate not having to bend quite so far when tending their early spring peas. Use hay bales for insulated raised beds. During winter,
Well, that makes
rectangular
sense.
hay bales transform into protective walls around Amish garden beds, combining superior
There's
drainage
a whole lot
with
of
remote
fish heads,
potency
fish heads.
properties. Hay bales form the perimeter, enclosing soil that remains workable weeks before open ground.
That spoon
thaws.
works so awesome to
Standard
scale.
bales create ideal building blocks for constructing these temporary growing spaces. The center is filled with a rich mixture of compost. and garden
One
soil.
slice.
Temperature measurements show these gardens maintain significant.
Don't look at me
control
like
of
that.
soil
Don't you
and
look at me like that.
the insulating properties of compressed
Give me
hay
those
provide substantial
dead
thermal
eyes.
protection against freezing temperatures. Amish communities value this technique for early spring crops like peas, lettuce, and spinach, which can be planted
Yo, what's
when
wrong with
outdoor
that?
temperatures
Except
are
for that
still
fucking
quite
tail part
cool.
that fucking got blinds
As
out
the
by
season
it.
progresses, the hay gradually breaks down, releasing valuable nutrients into the soil as it decomposes. The decomposing hay not only feeds the plants, but
Yeah,
also
I got
produces
6 heads
protein
since you
for
got that
birds
one
and birds
slice
who
off.
seem to appreciate the Amish dedication to comfortable accommodations as
Well,
much
this
as
is
the
in my
gardeners
way.
do.
I would like you guys. I'm just saying. You get a flow going.
Straw bales
You know.
become the growing
Yeah.
medium in this
Once you
innovative
get going.
Amish gardening technique.
But what if I had a damn
Especially suited
freaking
for
sharp
some places
knife?
where good soil is scarce
I
or
hate
slow
it.
to
I
warm
can't stand
spring.
it. It drives me
Process
just
starts
absolutely
weeks
nuts.
before planting, when bales get
Especially when you
thoroughly
get it
soaked
sharp
with
and,
water
and it doesn't stay sharp.
nitrogen-rich materials like coffee grounds or blood meal. This triggers decomposition, generating significant internal heat. Wheat straw is preferred over hay due to its lower seed content. A single bale can support
think
several
that's what it
tomato
was,
or pepper plants, often producing higher yields than in-ground gardens. The straw fibers maintain consistent moisture levels, reducing watering needs considerably. The insulating properties maintain stable root zone temperatures even when air temperatures fluctuate widely, allowing earlier planting and extended harvests. This method particularly benefits gardeners with poor native soil as the decomposing straw creates its own growing medium. By midsummer, the interior of these bales resembles premium compost, proving that even in the most traditional communities, sometimes the best soil doesn't start as soil at all. Plant frost-resistant vegetables. The vegetable selection in Amish garden beds reveals generations
Yeah, I'm not holding enough for the angle, I don't think.
hardy varieties that withstand frost ensure dependable harvests despite unpredictable weather patterns.
Oh my
Kale
god.
stands as the ultimate cold weather champion,
I'll try to play one
withstanding
again.
remarkably low temperatures while actually improving in flavor after light frosts convert starches to sugars, increasing sweetness substantially. Brussels sprouts similarly thrive in cold conditions, with many Amish families
I wanna get
planting
that
several
northern
months
shit
before
down.
expected first frost. Root vegetables include cold hardy carrots that withstand near freezing soil temperatures, while parsnips require frost exposure to develop their characteristic sweetness. Other staples include cold tolerant lettuce and spinach varieties, which can overwinter with minimal protection. This careful selection allows Amish families to harvest fresh food nearly year-round, even in
So what do you got
regions where
going on today?
conventional gardening wisdom suggests nothing should grow. Their success with these
See, I'm
cold
slowly getting
vegetables
tired because
in
it's
challenging
taking too
conditions
long.
proves that
I'm
some
conscious.
plants, like some people, simply develop more character when life gets a little
See, I just
frosty
sliced it
around
in
the edges.
half.
Choose heirloom seeds for cold hardy crops. Seeds passed down through generations form the foundation of successful Amish cold climate gardens. These heirloom varieties carry genetic adaptations to harsh growing conditions that many modern hybrids have lost in the pursuit of uniformity and shipping durability. Unlike commercial seeds developed in ideal growing conditions, Amish
I didn't see your fillet. How you got it done?
specific regional
You
challenges over
decided to get that one. You got to take them off
the
there.
Green Mountain potato, developed in
The-
1878
oh, the
for
skin
Vermont
you can leave
short
on?
growing season, thrives in
Yeah,
Amish
if the
fields
scales
where
aren't on,
modern
fuck yeah.
varieties struggle. Traditional seeds
Buy it on
typically
scale on first
germinate
side,
better
just
in
cut
cool
through the
soil compared
Well,
to
yeah.
commercial
Yeah, just-
varieties.
these
Many
skin
heirloom
Of course.
seeds can germinate in soil temperatures notably lower
Oh,
than
that
their
wasn't a
hybrid
plan.
counterparts.
That wasn't a plan to
Beyond
play
improved
them.
cold
I just got to
tolerance, heirloom
try a
varieties
couple.
often display better
But they
disease
suck ass,
resistance
right?
to
Obviously,
regional
because
pathogens and produce more reliably
Yeah, it was just
under the
Because that's what
fluctuating
Munt said too.
conditions
He's like,
typical of northern
he's
growing
like,
zones.
a really good knife does not get dull. You just wata, and it does not.
yeah. That,
And it has like a lifetime warranty of not getting dull.
well, those Rapala ones like that one was sharp enough. That was fine.
See, mine has to be like scissor, razor, sharp.
Mine's sharper than yours, but I fucking only played 1 or 2 fish with it. But yeah, I prefer that little one like that because it's just easier and closer to the fish, you know, for little bluegills. Some other knives are sharp. I don't think it's nothing wrong.
What knives?
Them green and orange kind of ones.
Well, fuck no.
I prefer the little ones.
Dude, cut my
The one I had
fucking.
upstairs is sharp.
That's in my tackle bucket.
These time-tested varieties
Well, see, that's not
connect today's
well.
gardeners with agricultural heritage while providing practical advantages for cold climate growing.
What was I doing?
Proving
Cutting
that
heads off.
sometimes the best innovation
Like one more
is simply
side.
remembering what already worked in the past. Grow hardy berry bushes
Well, do I
for
sharpen it?
year-round harvests. Berry bushes dot the landscape around Amish homesteads, providing both beautiful greenery and nutritious harvests.
Sometimes I get it, and
in
sometimes I
regions with
don't,
harsh
because
winters.
I don't stay
These woody
consistent with
perennials
this
stand
shit.
as monuments to patient gardening, producing more abundantly with each passing year. Currants, elderberries, and certain blueberry varieties can withstand temperatures far below zero without damage. These cold-hardy plants have evolved specialized cellular structures containing higher sugar concentrations that prevent moisture within tissues from freezing and rupturing cell walls. Once established, most berry bushes require maintenance only a few times yearly for pruning and mulching. A mature
This is fucking some
blueberry
good
can produce
educational
1 pound of
shit.
fruit annually for several decades,
Yeah,
while a single elderberry bush can yield an impressive harvest each season. For optimal cold hardiness,
Usually the second
Amish
side is the
gardeners
worst.
plant berry bushes in locations protected from winter winds, significantly reducing temperature stress. These berry bushes
Probably helps if I
living
cut
fruit,
this
and
side, too.
sometimes the sweetest rewards come to those willing to brave the coldest conditions, a philosophy the Amish have perfected over generations. Grow perennials for year-round harvests. Walking through a mature
Yeah,
Amish garden
I skimmed
reveals
that one.
dedicated beds
Yeah,
filled
you
with
say that.
plants
Yeah.
return year after year without replanting. These perennial food crops represent the cornerstone of sustainable cold climate gardening, providing remarkable harvests for minimal effort.
Honey,
Asparagus
Honey,
leads the perennial
Honey,
parade
Honey,
among
Honey,
Amish
Honey,
gardens, with
Get up
established
upstairs,
beds
you're gonna miss
producing
your
for decades from a single
Upstairs.
planting. A modest
He knows.
bed
He's
yields
like, I'm not
thousands
worried
of
about. Just like he don't
years
come for me. He
annually
knows.
after
He knows
reaching
that wheels are
maturity.
going on.
He know. Yeah, he knows that, and he knows I'll keep coming back.
Substantial
So he'll fucking make me
quantities
keep
of
coming
nutritious
back until.
tubers, returning reliably even after extremely cold winters.
Open
Rhubarb
the door,
plants
buddy. You got
commonly
fucked
live
last
many
night.
years, yielding several pounds per plant
Black
annually.
one.
These persistent
Lucy.
plants develop extensive root
Because
systems
mom's trying to
that
suck his
access
bowl, I think.
nutrients and moisture unavailable to shallow-rooted animals. This adaptation allows them to thrive in challenging conditions where other crops fail, making them crucial components of the Amish food security system. As one Amish gardener
Then Buddy
quipped,
got up there and all
annual
started
vegetables are
shuffling.
like guests.
And
They
then Buddy
require
got to
much
the fucking
attention
beach
for a
and
short
almost
visit,
gone.
but
I'm like, "Well,
perennials
I'm
are
out."
family. They stick around through thick and thin. Grow cold-tolerant herbs outdoors. Herb gardens remain productive long after killing
I
frosts
beg your
and plant
pardon.
tender
I
vegetable
never
plants
promised
in
you a
Amish
herb
communities.
garden.
These aromatic plants, many containing natural antifreeze compounds in their tissues, continue providing fresh flavors when most gardens have gone dormant. Thyme, sage, and winter savory lead the cold hardiness contest, surviving temperatures well below zero when properly established. Their woody stems and small tough leaves
Yeah,
contain higher
every cast had a
concentrations
fish.
of essential oils that act as natural antifreeze, lowering the freezing point of plant tissues.
Yeah.
Mulching around
And then
herbs with a few inches of straw
Kept well,
or
snap
pine
my
needles
2-pound
provides
tag.
additional winter protection,
Yeah.
insulating roots from temperature fluctuations.
And this is
Russian
bringing me down because
terra
I'm getting
Greek
tired
oregano
as I'm doing
demonstrate
this.
exceptional winter survival rates
And I
in
don't want to go to
cold
sleep
northern
right now
zones.
because
The Amish typically harvest harvest
I
herbs
have to.
throughout
I
winter,
need to go
cutting
to
stems as needed to
George's.
beneath snow cover where the plants remain surprisingly fresh and flavorful. As one Amish herbalist likes to joke, these herbs are like our bearded men. They actually seem to get more robust and aromatic after a good frost. Use reflective mulch to maximize sunlight. During short winter days,
I think I
when
cut
every
off
ray
all
of
the
sunlight
fins last
counts,
time.
white materials appear beneath plants in Amish greenhouses and cold frames. This reflective mulch technique dramatically improves light efficiency during dark
This
winter
is
months
peeling
when
off.
plants struggle to photosynthesize. White plastic, aluminum foil, or even white painted surfaces bounce light back up
That's
to
what you
plant
have to
leaves,
do is make some sort of
essentially giving
material
them
that
a
you can
second chance to
put on the
capture
skin
sunlight
and
that would otherwise be absorbed by
look at
soil.
that.
This
It goes
adjustment can
off.
significantly increase available light in winter growing spaces. The technique works particularly well for leafy greens and herbs grown in less than ideal light conditions.
So
Amish
where's that
gardeners
chick
without
from?
access to electric, grow lights rely heavily on this passive approach to maximize scarce winter sunlight. Beyond improving light conditions, reflective mulch also disrupts pest life cycles, reducing insect pressure without chemical interventions.
Come creeping
One
around.
Amish gardener compares it to giving your plants mirrors so they can admire themselves from all angles. The plant wouldn't grow better with a little
Yeah.
extra attention and good lighting.
Well, that's
Use
good.
pine needles as
That's a
mulch
good
to
way
control
to look at
weeds.
it. Hell yeah.
Fragrant carpets of pine
Yes.
needles cover soil in many Amish garden beds, particularly
Positive.
around acid-loving plants like blueberries and strawberries. These slow decomposing needles provide multiple benefits beyond their pleasing appearance. Unlike many mulch materials that break down quickly, pine needles can suppress weeds for an entire growing season without replacement. Their interlocking structure creates a light but effective barrier that blocks sunlight from reaching weed seeds while still allowing water and air to reach plant roots. Studies have found that pine needle mulch can dramatically reduce weed growth compared to bare soil. A few inches provides weed suppression without excessive moisture retention.
Yeah, what about
The
acid?
natural acidity of pine needles
Yeah.
makes them ideal for plants that thrive in lower pH conditions.
Oh, okay.
Fresh pine needles contain compounds that gradually decompose to lower soil pH over a growing season, eliminating the need for chemical soil amendments. As one witty Amish farmer puts it, pine needles are nature's way of saying some plants prefer their soil.
I still gotta get that, bro.
to zinc,
But the thing is,
just
that
like some
sucks though,
folks prefer their
is
lemonade.
that
Mulch
four-wheeler
heavily
or that
insulate plants.
go kart
When
is
winter
closer to
threatens,
starting
Amish
than
gardeners spread
that
thick
frickin'
protective layers around plants, creating natural
whacker.
blankets against killing frosts.
And I can't.
This heavy mulching technique transforms garden waste
What?
into valuable
You got a
insulation
Amazon
that
account?
protects soil life and plant roots through the coldest
You never had
months.
one?
I've never
The
bought one.
insulating value of natural mulch is impressive.
Maybe.
A thick layer of straw creates an
It is
effect
just
similar to
horrible.
fiberglass
I got this shit I
housing
want to
solution.
buy, and it
This
just won't
protective
fucking
cover
let me.
I almost
prevents
did.
Because it
water
keeps-
cycles that can push
So
plants
if I
into
erase one of my
rivers
email
through
files,
frost. Amish gardeners
you know,
typically
because I
build
stopped
mulch
syncing it,
deeper around
but it
plants
keeps going.
as
It
temperatures
keeps
drop, creating
sending.
substantial
One
mulch
keeps
mounds
sending the
around
other one
perennials
shit.
and shrubs.
And now
Different
on
materials
the
offer
phone,
varying
you
levels
put the
of
SD
protection.
card in. Now
Straw
both of them
provides
say
the
that they're
highest
maxed out
insulation
instead of
value,
just the one.
while wood chips and leaves
And it hasn't
offer
gone
slightly
away.
less
It says it's
protection.
maxed out. It's still on
Beyond
that red
temperature
light.
regulation, heavy mulch
And now it
suppresses
moved to
winter
the other
weeds,
one.
prevents soil
But it won't
erosion
let me
during
because
spring thaws,
it'll send me
and
a.
gradually decomposes to
I put
eat
the
soil
one
organisms. As
freaking
one Amish
one
farmer
email,
observes, good
but it'll
mulching
send me a
is like
code to
tucking
the
your
other
garden in
email
with a
and
thick
shit
book.
like that, or send it
This
back
blanket
to the
feeds
other
the
one
sleeper while it
and
rests.
fuck it up.
Use
And
boiling
that's why I
water as
can't
a
do it.
natural weed killer. Steam
And it
rises
won't let me
from
erase
garden
it. I said,
tracks
get
and
rid of my
hedges
freaking
as
file.
Amish gardeners
Because she's
pour
like,
pounds
oh,
of
are you
water onto persistent weeds.
whatever.
This
I said,
effective
does it
technique
sound like,
eliminates
you know?
unwanted plants
Come on.
without introducing synthetic chemicals into carefully maintained organic growing
Yeah,
spaces.
it's bullshit.
The approach is remarkably simple. Water heated to
Oh, where's my
boil
plastic thing?
delivers a thermal shock that ruptures plant cells on contact, causing rapid wilting and death within a couple of days. For particularly stubborn perennial weeds, Amish gardeners often apply this treatment during early morning hours when plant resources are
badass knife.
concentrated in above-ground growth. Research shows boiling water treatment eliminates most annual weeds with a single application.
Fish
The
heads.
volume required varies by weed size. Small weeds need only a cup or two of boiling water, while larger ones may require more for complete control. This method proves especially effective for weeds growing in cracks.
Yeah, I was
or
hungry
areas
for
where
peanuts.
mechanical removal is
When he
difficult.
pulled me over, I
The
was sitting
treatment
there.
also pasteurizes the top layer of soil.
All those
reducing
lights,
some
when
weed
they pull you
seeds
over,
and
are shining.
One Amish
They
gardener
have that
jokes,
so figured
"Feeding
out
weeds a nice
where
hot
all the
bath
lights
one
are
will
just
never recover from.
in your
Feed
face.
chickens near the garden
They
for
reflect
natural wealth."
exactly
The constant
off your
bucking
mirror
near Amish
into your
greenhouses
face, so
isn't
you
just
can't look
background
back.
noise. It's part of an ingenious natural heating system.
The cop.
Placing chicken
Oh,
coops
yeah.
adjacent to growing
Exactly.
spaces
They,
creates
I don't know
symbiotic
how that
relationships
works,
that benefit both
but they
plants
know
and
how to do
poultry
it, and how to
through cold
blink someone
winter
else
months.
and shit.
A small
So I'm
flock
sitting
of
there
chickens
reaching and
generates
shit.
significant
I'm
heat
freaking.
continuously.
I was reaching when he
When
first
chicken
got there,
coops share
before
a
he even
wall
got
with
out of the car. I
greenhouses
was
or
trying
food
to
frames,
shut
this
off my
steady warmth
freaking
transfers to growing spaces
my mirrors,
without
trying to turn them
electrical
up.
output.
So
The arrangement creates
pushed my first
microclimates
that
where
mirror
noticeable
up,
temperature
and I
differences
freaking eventually
can be
got.
measured
I was
to
trying to
form
aim it
identical
at him.
structures
I
without
was
chicken
like,
neighbors. Amish
I didn't
builders
get that
often
far into
incorporate
it, but
vents between
Yeah, it
chicken
sucks.
areas
I was gonna
and
try to
growing
aim it at
spaces,
him,
allowing
reflect
warm,
it back at him.
CO2-rich air to naturally circulate among plants.
But yeah, that's what I did.
Chicken respiration
And I
raises
moved all my
carbon
mirrors. My mirrors
dioxide
are all
levels,
screwed up now.
stimulating
But
plant
that's
growth.
horrible.
The birds also
But
benefit
come
from this
on.
arrangement,
I mean,
enjoying
peanuts
warmer
and
winter quarters
drinking
thanks to
soda.
the greenhouse's
I'm like,
solar heat collection. As one
he was
Amish
kind of
farmer
a.
quipped,
I got it
"Our chickens
videotaped.
don't know they're working as furnaces. They just think they have the coziest winter accommodations in the county. Install a simple wind
See, these
powered
ain't
water
bad though.
Wooden
Like I
windmills
said,
dot the
the
landscape
wall
of
is where
Amish
they're gonna be.
communities,
I think
harnessing
I seen
passing
something.
breezes to
It looked
move
almost
water
red.
without electricity.
It
These
jumped
machines
out of the
represent
water.
perfect examples of the
Like
Amish
really,
commitment to working
really,
with
it
natural
looked skinny
forces
and it looked
rather
like
than
red,
fossil
red and
fuels
orange or
grid
something.
power.
It didn't look.
Traditional wooden-bladed windmills can pump
I was
several
trying to picture the
gallons of
fish
water
around
per
here that would
minute
look like
in
that, and I
moderate
couldn't.
winds, enough to maintain gardens
So
and
it's a.
water livestock
Mhm.
without operating costs beyond
But I
occasional
couldn't.
maintenance.
I was like 5 feet
Most
short of where he was
wooden
jumping.
windmills stand tall enough to catch winds that
Where he
pass above
jumped.
ground level obstructions. The spinning blades connect to a simple crankshaft.
Voila,
that
one
converts
more.
Rotary motion to up and down movement, powering a cylinder pump below. During winter, when garden irrigation needs
Oh
decrease,
yeah. Oh!
versatile windmills
God damn it!
power workshop tools through belt drives.
The paint out
During
came
freezing
off.
weather, properly designed
God, it hurt.
insulated pipes continue functioning, providing reliable water.
That was.
access
Oh, that's what I was
for
gonna
winter
do.
greenhouse
I was gonna play
operations.
with a fin.
One Amish craftsman notes with a smile, "Our windmills never complain about working overtime. They never send us a bill at the end of the month." Create a windbreak around the garden. Strategic placement of trees, shrubs, and fencing around Amish garden plots creates invisible walls that dramatically alter local growing conditions. These carefully designed windbreaks transform harsh environments into productive growing spaces through simple but effective intervention. Winter winds racing across open fields can significantly drop plant level temperatures through wind chill effect. By blocking these winds, Amish gardeners effectively move their gardens one
That's
full
crazy.
hardy
Those are
zone
sharp.
warmer without adding any heat source.
That's the first
Properly
time that
designed
one day we
windbreaks
went
reduce
out
wind speed
down
substantially
there.
for a
That's the
distance
first
of
time I actually
approximately
felt a
several times the height
freaking.
of the barrier. The ideal windbreak
I mean, I've been
allows
stung by
sunlight penetration,
fucking bullheads
which
and
prevents
shit, but
damaging
that one down there
turbulence
got
on the
me. That one
inside.
kind of hurt.
Beyond temperature
For a
benefits,
minute.
windbreaks reduce physical damage to tender plants, decrease moisture stress, and prevent snowdrift formation. Many Amish windbreaks incorporate useful
What
plants like hazelnuts or elderberries, creating productive barriers with multiple yields. Deciduous trees on southern sides allow winter sun, while evergreens on northern sides block both
Oh,
year-round,
catfish would love
showing
that
the
shit.
thoughtful
Just catch that son of a
integration
bitch right the
typical
hell
of
out there.
Amish planning. Make use of wood ashes
Definitely,
as
definitely. Like
fertilizer.
12
The morning
12
routine of
catfish.
many Amish households
12 fish,
includes
12
carefully collecting
catfish.
cool ashes from wood stoves, valuable garden resources that modern homeowners often discard. These gray powdery remains represent concentrated mineral wealth that feeds gardens while reducing waste. Wood ash
Alright.
contains significant amounts of calcium, potassium, and smaller amounts of phosphorus and magnesium, all essential plant nutrients. Applied at modest rates per garden bed, wood ash can replace commercial lime for raising soil pH while providing a slow-release source of nutrients.
See?
Hardwood ashes contain more nutrients than softwood varieties. The potassium in wood ash proves particularly beneficial for root crops and flowering plants, improving both disease resistance and winter hardiness by strengthening cell walls. Careful Amish gardeners avoid using ashes around acid-loving plants like blueberries and potatoes, and never mix wood ash with nitrogen fertilizers, as this creates ammonia gas. As one Amish farmer noted, our stoves
Yeah,
warm
because
us
she's
twice.
like,
Once,
yeah,
when
we
burning
moved
wood,
this
and
weekend
again
or something
when the
like that. We
ashes help
moved.
grow our food.
I
Build a
said,
DIY solar
so did
dehydrator and
Greg,
preserve
Greg
food.
help you?
Simple
Am I-
wooden boxes with glass
She's like,
tops
no.
sit in sunny spots near Amish
What's his
kitchens
name helped me?
during
Or
harvest season.
Lisa
These
helped
homemade
us.
solar
Or I
dehydrators
think she said
transform garden
Lisa helped
abundance
him.
into shelf-stable food without using electricity,
Right,
preserving
Lisa?
summer's bounty for winter
Yeah.
meals. The
Oh,
physics
well,
behind these devices.
she
are
said
not
something like that, and then she's like,
sun
"Oh,
shines
Greg
through glass or
Schulke."
clear plastic tops,
Do you know how long
heating
she's
the
lived there?
interior while mesh
40-something
screens
years.
allow
51
moisture to
years.
escape. A
Yeah.
well-designed solar dehydrator
I can't
can
picture it, though.
I seen that place in
temperatures
the
on
new
sunny
new
days
house that
for
was inside
safely
both
drying
of them,
fruits,
new apartment.
vegetables, and herbs.
They said, yeah.
Typically
I'd
build
be
these
bummed. I
units
mean, those
with
places are
gentle
nice,
slopes
but
and dark
it's,
interior
you know,
surfaces
fucking-
to maximize
He said
heat
everything is
efficiency.
messed up.
A medium-sized solar dehydrator can process
They got
several
a
pounds
bunch of.
fresh produce in a couple of sunny days, creating
Everything was messed
lightweight,
up. He said
nutritious
it.
foods that
The
store
doors
for
were
months
cut
without
wrong. The
refrigeration.
freaking
These
shit like
devices
that.
often include
Oh, Greg said
removable
inside?
trays and
Yeah.
adjustable vents to control air
He said all the
flow.
latches, the
One
doorknobs
practical
were
Amish
off
mother
of the
jokes that
freaking
her
latches.
solar dehydrator is
place?
the only
Yeah.
kitchen appliance
Oh, I
that
didn't
works
know that.
harder
I just looking
when
at
she's
the,
napping
you know,
in the afternoon.
they're moving to a
Proving that
nice
sometimes
farmhouse
the most
feel. It's big,
energy-efficient
spacious.
cooking
You know, it's not, it
happens
doesn't
when you're
look that
not
big from
cooking
the outside.
at all.
It's all right. But then they moved
Where
to-
are they? They said they're across the street,
Armed with
right
sharp
there.
pruning tools,
Yeah, when you go
Amish
down the road
orchardists
going to
reshape
King,
their fruit trees during late
there-
fall.
it's
After
it's
leaves
called
drop,
golf.
King.
but before
No,
deep
where they
frost.
did live.
This
Oh,
strategic
yeah, right
timing
down from
allows
Greg's
trees
a
to
little
heal
bit.
properly
Knocks
before
house down.
growth resumes, creating
A lot.
stronger, more productive plants
Towards the
that
north.
withstand harsh winter conditions. Winter pruning focuses on removing what Amish
I
growers
think I
call the
bought
3Ds.
One
Dead,
of these,
damaged, and diseased branches
one of
that
these
become
blankets,
entry
or
points for problems.
massage
Proper pruning can
things
substantially
from there.
increase fruit
Oh,
yields while
yeah, rubber
significantly
sand.
extending
Yeah.
tree lifespan. By removing crossing branches and opening the canopy to maintain good light
No, she was just
penetration,
peddling it
the
on the
sunlight
side of the
reaches
road. I
deeper
was like,
into
hey,
the
how much you want for that?
reducing fungal issues.
She's
The
like,
Amish typically
$5. I
use
said,
trees
okay.
heights without ladders, an important safety consideration. Pruning cuts are made at
I
an
got something
appropriate
else there,
angle
too.
just outside the branch collar, a slight swelling where branches connect, allowing the tree's natural healing mechanisms to quickly seal wounds before freezing temperatures arrive. A winter pruned orchard, says one Amish farmer, is like a family after a good haircut. Everyone's healthier, and arguments over personal space are settled for the season. Plant garlic in the fall
That's
for
funny.
a stronger harvest. As most
They all go
garden
get
plants
haircuts
finish
and
their
they have,
productive cycle,
everybody gets their
Amish
argument out
farmers
right
begin
away.
preparing for next year's harvest by planting
Hit the ball.
individual
I see this
garlic
going
plants.
bad.
This fall planting technique yields dramatically larger, more flavorful bulbs than spring planted garlic,
Greg's can't see that.
particularly in cold northern regions. The secret lies in garlic's two-stage growth.
Got one
pattern.
more to do. Why are you wiping your hands
Cloves
off?
establish strong root systems before winter dormancy, then spring back to life earlier than virtually any other garden plant. Research shows fall planted garlic produces significantly larger bulbs than spring plantings
Fuck yeah, they're
and contains
monsters.
more lysine, the beneficial
Jesus
compound
balls.
responsible
What?
for garlic's
The
health
fucking size of them
properties.
garlic cloves are
Amish
very
gardeners
ones.
typically plant cloves
Plant 'em in the
a
fall.
few inches deep and several inches apart in October or early November. Then cover the bed with a thick layer of straw mulch for winter protection. Hardneck varieties like German Extra Hardy and Russian Red demonstrate particular cold hardiness, surviving very low soil temperatures. This cold exposure triggers physiological processes that enhance both flavor development and storage quality. One Amish gardener quips that fall-planted garlic develops character like the community's
Honey
elders.
knows, you come back
The
for
more
me.
winter hardship they endure,
Grandma always
the
does.
stronger
She
they
doesn't leave me.
become.
When she's ready for me to
Plant
eat,
winter wheat
I wait
for
for her to
green
put it
cover.
on the floor. Then I
Fields
go
of
up there.
young wheat provide welcome patches of
He
green
does
in the
that. He
otherwise
fucking knows he
dormant
does it
winter
to me,
landscape
too.
of Amish farms. These living carpets serve multiple purposes beyond their eventual grain harvest,
Yes.
demonstrating the Amish commitment to keeping soil covered and active throughout the year. Planted in early fall when soil temperatures are moderate, winter wheat quickly establishes a protective mat of vegetation that prevents erosion during harsh winter storms. A single acre of winter wheat
How do you want a
prevents
piece of
the
meat?
loss of several tons of topsoil that might otherwise wash away during spring thaws. The growing wheat captures excess nitrogen that would leach from
He's
bare
like,
soil,
hey, that
holding nutrients
stinks.
in plant tissues until they decompose. The extensive root systems improve soil structure while feeding beneficial fungi and bacteria throughout winter months, gradually increasing soil organic.
Oh, I want to get that
Some
going.
Amish growers plant winter wheat specifically as a cover crop, tilling
Oh.
it under in spring to feed summer vegetables.
There's no flaps
As
on
one
that,
Amish
though.
farmer Riley observes, growing winter wheat is like having thousands of tiny workers
That-
improving your
that
soil while
curb.
you stay warm indoors. and they never ask for a raise. Grow cover crops
I don't
to
know how it
protect soil
works.
in winter. Winter
I mean,
landscapes on
yeah,
Amish
there's only a
farms rarely
cylinder,
show bare
a
soil.
pump.
Instead, fields sport
yeah, I've
lush
never
green
have
carpets
either.
of rye, clover, or vetch during months when most conventional farms display only frozen dirt. These cover crops represent living investments in future garden productivity rather than immediate food sources. The protection these plants provide is impressive. Cover crops dramatically reduce soil erosion compared to bare ground. Their roots continuously improve soil structure during winter months when most gardens sit dormant. Rye roots can penetrate compacted soils with remarkable pressure, creating natural channels for water.
I want
air,
to get that
and
part
future
from my
crop roots.
that
Winter
envoy
rye captures
shit.
significant
She would
nitrogen
fix
that
that.
would otherwise leach away,
If it, then I
while
could go
hairy
to
vetch can
George's
fix
and I
atmospheric
can
nitrogen
freaking pull
when
trees
allowed
out
to
of the
grow
swamp and
until
shit.
flowering. These winter-growing plants also suppress
That's why
early
you
spring
doesn't
weeds
want
through
shit down there. Oh,
competition
you can't
and
put nothing
natural
down there
compounds
because
they
we have to
release.
get in there this
When
winter. Me
incorporated
and
into
Greg,
soil
you
weeks
know,
before
cut the
spring
trees down.
planting,
That was 3
these
winters
green
ago.
manure
That's
crops
supposed to happen.
decompose rapidly, feeding soil life and providing nutrients.
What do you?
As one Amish farmer puts it, cover crops
swamp,
provide
the river.
an underground
for your truck,
workforce that works
Oh.
for free through winter.
That
Cover the
well,
ground
for
with straw
now,
for winter. Golden
for
straw
now-
blankets protect dormant Amish garden
No, the
beds
envoy.
throughout winter months.
Yeah, but
This simple
the flywheel
covering
for it?
represents the final
Flywheel?
garden task of the season.
The
and
flywheel
the first
for
step
what?
toward next year's
What part
success,
for the envoy?
demonstrating
Oh,
the
what
continuous
does the
cycle
envoy need?
central to Amish growing
it needs
practices.
the bracket from
A
the
thick straw
leaf
layer
spring to the body.
moderates soil temperature
And
fluctuations
a couple
that can
bolts in the
damage
bumper
both
back
soil
in the
life
bumper, but I
and
have them.
perennial plant roots.
But that one
Temperature
piece.
measurements under straw mulch show remarkable stability despite dramatic air temperature swings.
But she couldn't
Root
find it.
straw provides excellent
Well,
insulation
the one kid
value.
found
Beyond
yeah, I told you
temperature
that.
regulation, this protective layer prevents rain.
I didn't say,
and
hey,
snow melt from
did you
compacted
fucking
soil
turn my phone on?
while washing away valuable topsoil, significantly reducing erosion. The
Oh, fuck!
decomposing straw also has earthworms and beneficial fungi throughout winter months, substantially increasing their
I gotta
populations
change
by
place here.
spring.
How
By the
nice
time
is it
warm weather
outside?
returns, the once thick
I
layer
don't
will
know.
be compressed and partially decomposed, contributing organic matter that improves both drainage and moisture retention. One Amish gardener jokes that putting his garden to bed under straw is like tucking in the soil with a cozy blanket and a bedtime story about next year's vegetables. These 50-time tested techniques
I gotta
demonstrate why
fucking finish.
Amish gardens remain productive despite harsh winter conditions. By working with nature rather than against it, these
I hope I don't
practical
have enough
methods
gas
extend
lines
growing seasons,
and
improve
oil
soil
lines
health,
and
and
whatever
ensure bountiful
lines.
harvests without relying on modern technology.
Tracy
or
said just
electricity.
plug the holes and fucking mainline fucking mixed fuel.
I got more with this fucking 17 spin than I did the 61. It fucked me on that one. The fuck is that bullshit?
Fuel the adventure.
Fucking bullshit it was.
Well, that's all that. No, you're talking. No. I wasn't gonna do that. There's my new paintbrush right here. Ooh, now I don't feel good. Ooh, that was not good.
Ever wonder how the Amish grow so much food with so little effort? Their
Nope.
gardening
I
secrets
really
have
haven't
fed
put much
families
thought
through
to it.
generations, while many of us struggle with weeds and disappointing harvests. These 30 Amish gardening techniques use simple tools and natural methods that work with nature,
Ooh,
not against it.
I should probably eat
They
something.
solve common garden problems,
I
while
ate
saving
today
you
though.
time and money. No fancy equipment or chemicals needed. Three Sisters. Garden magic. The Amish utilize the Three Sisters method, growing corn, beans, and squash together in a mutually beneficial
What about those
relationship.
tomato?
Corn
Those
provides
tomato?
natural poles
Those
for
tomato
beans to climb.
freaking
Beans add nitrogen to the
tomato
soil, feeding the corn.
potatoes.
Squash leaves spread out like
You
living
see them?
mulch, preventing
They
weeds
grow tomatoes on
retaining
top and
moisture.
fucking
Oh.
potatoes in the
This
bottom.
planting style creates its own microclimate,
Mm.
providing partial shade